When I say the words Pokemon ROM hack, what do you think of? Some might think of very well-known ROM hacks like Renegade Platinum or Storm Silver or even Emerald Kaizo. Some of you might think of people who attempt these games under hardcore Nuzlocke rules. Maybe you thought of a fan game that you enjoyed like Insurgents. But when I say that phrase, I'm referring to one game in particular, Pokemon Run and Bun. This game isn't a normal ROM hack, this game is a demon. From the very start, every trainer has more Pokemon than they normally would. Every Pokemon has strong movesets, with most of them having perfect coverage against their weaknesses. Every gym leader has a legendary Pokemon as part of their team. Random route trainers will put you into double battles with top-level competitive strategies. This game is about as difficult as it can get. This video is the story of my best attempt of this ROM hack. On this attempt, I played with hardcore Nuzlocke rules and survived long enough to get 2 gym badges. With all of that being said, this is my best attempt of Pokemon Run and Bun. I start off by grabbing my starter and some nearby encounters. Going into the first boss of the game, I have Turtwig, Lillipup, Fletchling, Salandit, Shellos, and a Natu. I make it through the fight, having to sack Helen Keller the Salandit in the process, but whatever, she wasn't real anyways.
Been yelling, that bitch is not real.
Next up is a few new encounters consisting of a Staryu, an Amara, and a Meditite. I deliver a letter to Steven.
I am going to go chug 3 cups of coffee
Before I'm off to the beaches of Route 109. Now, last time I was here I got caught in a bad double battle and wiped, so surely I learned my lesson and fought every last trainer as a single battle, right? Yeah, I stormed the entire route with only one minor death. The next major boss fight is a back-to-back in the Slateport Museum. The first grunt is designed to hinder your team as much as possible with raw damage and poison. If you survive the first grunt, the second one is designed to go for the kill. There are stab moves that deal double damage if you have status conditions. If you have poison types, well, no you don't, actually. And just as a quick reminder, you have to do both of these fights with no healing or changing your team in between them. Going live the next evening, I decided on one method. Go into the fight and calc as I go. This really doesn't work well for this hack because you only have one shot to steer and get out, but I didn't see any other choice. So he has to click payback here. Stomp kills. Razor Leaf. Rindo Berry's gonna proc here. Okay. Orin proc. So, oh dude. Marini down. Bite, that kills. Now we have Whirlipede. Alright.
Maybe. I think we gotta lock this in. I think you got this.
Okay. Flame Body.
Oh shit, dude, Flame Body. Oh my god, you just won.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, and he's gonna die by burn. That's hilarious, dude.
And if not, you got Quick Attack.
Yep.
But by its burn. Okay, yeah, Quick Attack. There it goes.
Alright. That's the museum cleared. I got out with only 2 sacrifices. After this, the level cap increases to 21. The only way through from here is fighting Brawly and his gym trainers. Except here, I made the decision to make a quick detour to Route 110. See, in Run and Bun, there is normally a hard level cap. No way to level up beyond this until you beat the next boss fight, in this case, Brawly. Except there is one way, being rare candies. Locked behind optional fights, you can use these to go one level above the level cap on a Pokemon. By doing this, you could, theoretically, get access to evolutions to make the next boss much easier. One sacrifice of Goofy the Shellos later, and I have a Xatu. Way better than Natu, and it can somehow get stronger. If I spend a heart scale I got a while back, I can max its special attack stat. Oh, and another funny detail, this thing annihilates every single trainer in Brawly's gym. After sweeping everybody leading up to Brawly, I only have one more fight before my first badge. While Xatu definitely helps here, it does have its limits. And in this fight in particular, there's some very difficult strategies to play around, like a Lopunny with Eject Button and a Scraggy with Eviolite and Shed Skin. After making a very rough plan for the fight, I go in hoping for the best, and things immediately go south. Psybeam. Oh. Probably should have factored that in. Partway through the fight, I have a difficult situation. Combuskin will outspeed and kill most of my team if I do not get it off the field. I have Fletchinder in, but I know he won't survive a Thunder Punch. Ultimately, I did have to sacrifice him if I wanted to win the fight. I needed to get good damage off to put Combuskin into kill range, and I knew I wouldn't need Fletchinder later on. The sacrifice enables Xatu to come in and kill Combuskin. Psybeam would have killed from full health, but it's too late to save Fletchinder. Poliwhirl comes in, and a bit of pivoting later, he's gone. Scraggy is the last roadblock. With an Eviolite, Shed Skin, and Power Punch, this thing could easily sweep my whole team if I'm not careful. Scrambling for an out, I'm not entirely sure what to do. Then Ginny, who was helping me with actually surviving this hack, thank you, Ginny, remembered something.
Right, wait, oh my god, I just remembered. How much does Covet do again?
Covet does 60. Covet was the out we needed, and after landing the final hit, I got my first badge. That's the first badge of Run and Bun. That is
Dude,
the first.
holy shit!
Oh my god. After surviving Brawly, I took a very short one-day break before going back in. During this time, I watched some other people play the game, and I realized I could get an encounter in Little Root Town by fishing. I wanted one in particular being Timple, mainly because its typing is very good, especially for an upcoming fight. Getting a Timple might just be my only way through a difficult fight coming up. And I got Finneon. Going into Petalburg Woods, I got a Shroomish. Definitely the best thing I could have gotten here, and it should help at least a little bit for the upcoming fight, right?
That's great, man. I would really appreciate the jolly nature.
Well, no, he has an 11 attack IV and a 7 speed IV, and a timid nature. This is not what I had in mind. Making my way out of the woods, my next roadblock is a double battle with twins Gia and Mia. Remember how I said this earlier? Random root trainers will put you into double battles with top-level competitive strategies. Well, this is that fight. Friend guard Eviolite Clefairy with a Dedenne that can sweep most of my team. With an Abra and Togedemaru in the back with even stronger attacks, these two small children could easily ruin my chances of getting the second badge. Once again, I couldn't find a viable plan, so I went in, making it up as I go again. I got out of the fight with 2 deaths. One more fight later, and I'm into Rustboro and can grab some new encounters nearby. Overall, my encounters seem pretty viable. A Krabby, Munna, and a Rockruff that I can instantly make into a Musharna and a Lycanroc respectively. However, there is only one way forward now, that being Roxanne's gym, but there's seemingly no safe line to get the badge. I considered going to Route 116 and grabbing a rare candy so I can get a Kingler, but what I'd have to do to get that candy makes it seem even worse than just fighting Roxanne. This particular rare candy is possible to permanently miss. I would have to go fight a certain trainer, heal with whatever I have in my bag in between fights, and immediately go into a double battle. I have to do this because I can't go back to the Pokemon Center. It'll reset the trainer positions and I lose the rare candy. On the surface, this wouldn't seem that bad, just grab a couple potions and heal between them, right? Well, yeah, no, that's not the problem. No, the problem is that the double battle is seemingly insurmountable with my current team. This Masquerain has Intimidate, so my attacks do even less damage. No big deal, just hit it with a rock move from Dreadnought, right? Well, no, because the Masquerain has Giga Drain. I can't hit it with a status move easily because it has a Lumberry. A Simipour lead has Icy Wind, so you can't just use a grass move on that lead either. Everyone on this team has near perfect coverage moves, and it's nearly impossible to position my team to win.
Spot, you really don't want to hear what I'm about to tell you.
Ginny, I've heard enough BS tonight. What is it now?
You really don't want to hear this.
Is it worse than anything you've said previously?
It's worse than the dodging Komala crit. Like, way worse.
Well, is it better than you're gonna wipe on this fight?
It's better than guaranteed wipe. But that's kind of all. That's about it. Basically, a potential line, would be you lead Grottle and Lycanroc. It fake outs the Grottle. and you get off Brick Break on the on the Purugly. The problem is that Water Pledge has a 6.3% chance to OHKO without a crit. And you don't outspeed.
After literal hours of trying to find a line, I just decided I need to fight Roxanne. It's risky, but I can at least get close to getting the badge. Going into the fight, Roxanne's Bisharp, Zygarde, and Aurorus all fall easily, but not without a cost. Solrock comes in, and I have no real viable answers to it. Most of my team is low on health, and I still have half her team to kill. By this point, I know my run is nearing the end. Whether I like it or not, I will wipe soon. It could be this fight, it could be the double battle on 116, but I knew that it would eventually happen. So I made one final decision. Get Roxanne's badge, no matter the cost.
I'm willing to do just about whatever it takes to get this badge at this point.
Right, I'm just trying to, like, also make that double battle later possible.
Right.
I feel like no matter what you sack here, the double battle just becomes almost unwinnable. If you genuinely are never going to play this game after this, like you actually will not, then the Herdier sack is preferable. If you want to try Herdier, like you want to keep him alive to evolve him after this fight, then we stay in and bite. But to be fair, even if you did get the Intimidate and you switch back into Stoner, if he got a crit, you just would bypass it anyway. But
Please hold, Lycanroc.
I didn't even win the speed tie. Hold. Okay. Dude, the speed tie is fucking crazy.
Lycanroc losing the speed tie put me in a bad position. The run's now falling apart at the seams. There's no way of making it out without more sacrifices if I want to win this. But I can't just back out now. I need to make it out of this fight alive. It's what everyone would have wanted, right?
B, it was great knowing you,
Really
man.
gonna do it? Oh no.
He was part of the starting squad. Bro went absolutely crazy in the Brawly fight. But your time has come. It's nice knowing you, man. Goodbye, B. We will remember you in Splatman channel history. It was great knowing you, man. He's gone.
Another one of my friends gone. Later on, Ginny deemed the sacrifices unnecessary.
I think I threw with the Herdier sack. That was unnecessary.
B could have been saved, but it's too late now. We have to pull through. But regardless of if B could have lived or not, that still isn't it.
I didn't realize you took way too much damage on Chai T earlier in the fight.
Yeah.
If you just had a bit more, this would be a lot better. You weren't supposed to take that much damage.
Yeah.
So and now we're dodging all this.
Think we can
Yeah.
live another AP?
No, you can't. You just can't. Is absolute minimum, like literally absolute minimum does 22. You want to get the gym badge?
Yes.
Then it's got to be a sack.
Of what?
What do you think?
Shy T.
Yeah.
Chai T, my starter Pokemon, an absolute MVP throughout the entire run thus far. And now I had to sacrifice it.
Are you willing to kill your entire team for the gym badge?
The run's unsalvageable at this point, isn't it?
Yes. That you can't do anything after this fight. It's not gonna happen.
We're at least gonna go down and get this badge. Shy T, you've been with us from the start. You've been an absolute tank. We're gonna get this badge for you, man.
This badge is in your honor.
It is.
The run's officially dead. I'm watching my entire team fall. Everything I've built is crumbling before me, and I'm still not out of this fight. In comes Lunatone, the final Pokemon I need to take down, and it's not going to be easy. I could go on about how this thing normally is the ace of the 7th gym leaders, and it's really strong and all that, but all you really need to know is that this Lunatone has stored power, ancient power, and a weakness policy. If I proc weakness policy and I don't kill, I probably lose. If it gets an ancient power omni boost, I definitely lose.
Now you can Draining Kiss. It doesn't really. Now you can Draining Kiss. I woke up. Okay. But now, you can just Krabby Aqua Jet. You win.
Goodbye, money.
Goodbye, money.
Came into the picture and hated you most. And now I'm broke again.
After Money died, I wasn't sure what to think anymore. My most valuable team members were dead. My friends were dead. Regardless of the outcome, I couldn't continue. I debated if getting this badge was even worth the cost anymore. I send in Krabby and Aqua Jet to get the finishing kill on Lunatone.
Alright, all you gotta do is Aqua Jet.
Krabby, you're the hero here. That's
Oh.
Roxanne.
That's Roxanne.
Oh my god. The cost.
The cost is massive, but you got it.
I don't know if that was worth it. I'm going to be honest. We got the badge, but at what cost? My friends.
I got the second badge in Pokemon Run and Bun. I accomplished what I said earlier, getting the badge no matter the cost. Against all odds, I pulled through. Despite getting the badge, I felt empty.
4 Mons down.
I had done something great with this run. Coming from doing 1 Omega Ruby Nuzlocke to the hardest ROM hack, getting 2 badges should feel great, right? In a way, it did. But knowing I lost damn near everyone in that fight, I wasn't sure if it was worth it for a little badge. I technically could continue, but with that double battle feeling impossible before, there's no chance I pull through now. So that's where the run ends. Benchender the Xatu, Mr. Krabs the Kingler, and Failure the Lumineon. The 3 sole survivors of my Pokemon Run and Bun Nuzlocke. I'll definitely have to take a break from Run and Bun for a while, but one day, no matter what happens, I will beat this hack, no matter the cost.